Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not understanding.
What up, it's your girl Ale, and welcome to Ale's World, where you can find anything from beauty to comedy to advice. We're back at it again with another video. If you guys have never seen me before, hello, my name is Iana. I do vlogs, lifestyle content. I do eat with me, I do get ready with me, I do a little bit of everything here on YouTube. And you can also go find me on my other social medias, where once again, I do a little bit of everything on there. You know, the crazy, the fun, the random crap. I don't even know why I did it. So, you know, it's a lot of fun over here. A lot of random, a lot of fun. Okay. And recently I've been really into the like movie, I guess, hot takes type thing, or like movie nostalgia too. I've been like posting a lot of videos for that. So if you like that kind of content, you can head over to my Instagram or my TikTok and enjoy over there. But today's video is more of a sit down and talk, because if you guys keep up with me, I will put the video icon right here. I went to New York last week, and so this week I thought, hey, I'll film things that I enjoyed in New York, or things that I want to go back and see. A list of things about my experience in New York. So first things first, for you, those of you that do not know, I went to New York to visit one of my best friends. She was my college roommate for a couple of years, and we've been like this ever since. Yeah, so if you know what college I go to, you probably know who I'm talking about. We've been like, when I say like this ever since, I mean like this, okay? Anytime she comes home, when I lived in Dallas, I would see her here. What are you doing? Hold on, my dog is like chewing on something random. Does anybody want a pet? Really? Yeah, I'm looking at you. I love her, but does anybody want her? I don't even understand how, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, so we've been really close for the longest time. So I decided, hey, she moved to New York, and I decided, hey, it'd be fun to go and check out the scene down there, see what it's like, just go there to have a really, really good time. If you would like to catch a vlog with all of that, like I said, follow this icon. The picture looks like this. So you can go ahead, and it's the video below this, and you can go ahead and go have a good time watching that vlog. She stayed like near Long Island and all that stuff, kind of near Soho is where is where we were staying. But then the last night I was there, we took the train and went into the city, and we're near Times Square and near like all of the poster board New York things are at, okay? So first day there, she came to pick me up at the airport, and we had, you know, the quintessential, oh my God, hi! Like, you know, when it's been a minute since you've seen your best friend, so you're just like, oh my God, girl, hey, yes, like give me all the tea, like what's going on? Oh my gosh, the car ride, that's just like, oh my God, I have not seen you in forever. Let's talk, let's chop it up, okay? So we got there, we got something to eat after, you know, the airport car ride. We got something to eat. We stopped at a place called Desperados, I think it's called, or something like that, but it looks like this. The drinks were really, really good. We had a margarita. There, and it was like a sandwich and margarita bundle there. That didn't cost that. I think it was like around 30 or 40 bucks. Like ended up paying like 50-ish, I think. And I think that was the bill in total. Was it for both of us? I think so. But it was like moderately priced, I guess you could say, but it's still kind of like yeah, I think it was like 50, I guess. It was like a drink and sandwich combo. And I ordered fries too, because I don't think the sandwich came with fries. So I ordered fries, and I had like this, they had like this chicken sandwich. Oh my God. I had a chicken sandwich, and it had like this spread on it, and then they put like a coleslaw topper on it. And when I say it was delicious, I mean it was so good, fresh, like steam coming off the bun. The ha 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 ha. Yeah, I did it. Okay, it was that good. So we went and we got some food, and then after we left, I would rate that maybe like, I'd say like either a 9 or a 10, because the food was just really, really fresh. You know, probably if you're somebody who's not easily impressed, if you're somebody that's looking for something a little bit more like impressive, I guess, or fancy, then you might not rate it as high. But me, I like good food. I'm somebody like, don't give me like the fine dining fancy plate that has like one sliver of chicken on the plate, or like most of your plate is nothing but sauce, or like I don't, you know how like the little fancy plates where you got like this much food on the plate? I don't want those. I don't want food with ingredients that I have no idea what the frick it is. Give me normal food. Give me normal good food, okay? I'm cool with the chicken sandwich. I'm cool with like the normal everyday food, okay? Now, can I expand my palate? I sure can, but I just don't play with my food. So for me, it was a 10 out of 10. It was like walking distance from where we parked the car in the city. So this was my first time actually like taking trains and taking the subway and stuff. So that was a pretty interesting experience. And when they say you better have your walking shoes for New York, you better have them holes on tight. I mean, do not think that you can go to New York being cute. I would not even, this is my first grown-up adult, I'm the only one there experience in New York. I went for a family reunion when I was a teenager, but like, no, this is my first experience, like just going and seeing New York just to go and see it. I would never in a million years tell you to bring anything but gym shoes to New York, okay? I don't know what kind of thing you're trying to go do. I don't care if you're going to the fanciest dinner you could think of. If you are in the city, you better have something in you. That purse of yours, you better bring a deep tote. So you better have something in that purse of yours as a second option, because there is no way. Either A, don't bring any heels at all, or B, you better have a backup shoe in that tote of yours, especially if you're in the city. When I say I did so much walking, I mean, I was so tired, didn't feel like walking anywhere anymore by the end of the day. And then I still felt that way by the time I got home, okay? But we were walking up and down the street, and we paid to park the car in the city. So we were like kind of walking up and down the street, just taking in the vibes, you know? So that was a really fun like sightseeing day in the middle of the day before we had to go to our club event that we both paid tickets for. So we went and we were like walking up and down the strip. We were on, I forget what the street is called. I have to look up the street name. Canal. Yeah, there it goes. We were on Canal Street down there. I think that's what it's called. If I'm wrong, please somebody help me out in the comments. But you know, the street with all the boosters, and the street where you can get the real good fakes, the street with all the boosters, all that stuff. If you don't know what a booster is, it's the person where you get discounted items from. Okay? If you don't know what that is, then mind your business, okay? It is what it is. But we were walking through there like literally every few steps. You want a wallet? You wanted this? You wanted that? I said, oh, okay. And it felt so weird. I was just like walking like this. My friend, she bold. My best friend, she's bolder than bold, okay? because she's been living there for a minute. And so I guess now she's, you know, coming into the culture, and like the New York culture. Like she's been there long enough to be like, it's starting to rub off on her. And she's like, no. I could not bring myself to speak. So instead she was the one that spoke and told people no. I couldn't bring myself to do that. She was the one that was like, no. And then some random guy on the street like said something like, hey, how y'all doing? And she said it loud as ever. Rosa, you know you did this. She said it loud as ever. She was like, oh. I was in shock. Like when they say when you live somewhere long enough, it's gonna start rubbing off on you. It did. But she was not scared at all. She's not scared at all to tell people, no, I don't want it. Thank you, stop asking. Please do not be saying stuff out loud because I will embarrass you. Those were the vibes we were on. So we were walking down the street and taking in the sights and stuff. There's literally like mom and pop shop type like food places up and down the strip, like all like there's a whole bunch of stores and stuff. There's a whole bunch of like stores and things like that. So we're just like walking and watching. There's a whole bunch of like there's a whole bunch of souvenir places, you know, like the randomly open storefront where you just walk in and there's like I love New York shirts, like the real touristy crap. Yeah, there was like a whole bunch of those walking up and down the street. So after we did a little sightseeing and stuff, we went to go get piercings at this place called I think it's called Living by the Sword, something like that, or Lived by the Sword. This is a little picture of their like contact info, and we got I got my septum pierced. I need to find a new. I don't know if I need to go to a piercer down here to fix it, but it's not. No, actually, I don't know if I need to go into another piercing shop to get it switched out. But I got my septum pierced by the lovely Mimsy of Live by the Sword. I think, yes, Live by the Sword. I'm trying to make sure that I'm saying their name correctly. But I got my septum pierced by Mimsy. She was so sweet and so just making us laugh the whole time. Like we didn't even think about what she was doing. So we had a really good time at the piercing shop. She was like mid talking to me, and when I said, she was like, oh yeah, it's not gonna be a little, and it's just gonna be a little and she did it while she was in the middle of telling you, oh no, you know, it's not gonna be a big deal. And I was just breathing. I had zero time to react to it, and she did it that way on purpose, which I enjoyed. That she was very sweet, and we had a really good time up there. So if you're looking for New York piercing shop, Live by the Sword is really good. As for Mimsy, she's super sweet. I got my septum. My best friend got like a third stud on her ear, so she like has three spots on her ear pierced, like down on the lower part of her ear. And so we had a good time there. By the time we got done with that, Lord Jesus. By the time we got done with that, we went down to the club that hosted a Justin Bieber night, and we had a good time. Okay, a time was had. So we went and did Justin Bieber night, and then the next night, that's when we all went into the city and spent the night out there. I think my friend's friend, she stayed at like the Hilton or something. And so when we went out there, we walked up and down the street. We went to the Dave & Buster's out there. The Dave & Buster's down there was super nice. When I say super nice, like there's elevators, somebody by the door, super nice. But here's what I will say about New York. It's the city that never sleeps, and like it has things for everybody, and literally you can do a ton of things throughout the night, and like literally nobody ever sleeps there. So you can find somebody somewhere open to do something, no matter what time it is in the city. But they have a lot of rules and restrictions out there. Okay, there's like a Taco Bell out there that actually serves adult drinky drinks with their like Baja Blast. You can make a little Baja Blast with like whatever drink you want in it. I was like, oh, okay. So whenever I go back there, I kind of want to try that. But their Dave & Buster's was like a 21 and up Dave & Buster's, which is really weird, even though they do sell alcohol and they have a bar. I've never heard of Dave & Buster's like IDing people, I think, or they had like a time we had to make sure that all of us could get into Dave & Buster's, because there was something about it needed 21 and up. So we had to like make sure before we left for Dave & Buster's that everybody would be able to have fun there. So we went, and their Dave & Buster's is super nice. There was like a door guy, and like everything was really, really nice and fun. We went in there and played a whole bunch of games, had a good time. Then we like walked up and down the street again, just looking at all the lights. I saw the like Broadway posters and things. I saw those all up and down Times Square. You know, where the GMA billboard, where like Good Morning America and all that stuff. I saw that walking, and it was just so surreal seeing everything all lit up, and like this is the place where everybody wants to be. Like, oh, I know that this is where they film the news and stuff, or like when people come for like the summer shows and stuff like that, or like you see people on the news getting asked questions, or like holding signs up outside of the news room and things like that. That's where they do it at, type thing. And it was like so surreal seeing everything so lit up, and it was so much fun. So I would call my just in general Times Square experience a 10 out of 10. Now things that I kind of wish that I was able to see, or I could do without with my time in New York. Honestly, okay. There's a lot of the subway. The subway is awesome, because Subway is awesome just based off the fact that you can get anywhere, everywhere and anywhere on it. There's a bus, there's a train to get you anywhere that you could possibly imagine in that place. Okay, that's great. But the fact that the subway tunnels look so freaking, everything looks the same. No subway tunnel, you cannot, when I say, or maybe it's just me because I'm not from there, I cannot tell one subway tunnel from the next. Okay, so like the signs and stuff, you just be like, okay. It takes the train or the subway is supposed to get you there, but then you have to walk 5 freaking miles to the subway, or make sure you got on the right subway and things like that. And I just be like, even when I got off the subway, me and my friend got off the subway, we still had to walk like 3 or 4 blocks to wherever we needed to be. So that, I was like, for all of that, okay. For all of that, I kind of like the fact that in Houston or in places that are not the city, I can order Uber and pull right up to where I need to be, okay? And it's the same concept as a freaking subway, okay? Same concept. Call the car, call for a car, get you where you need to go, lick a T-split, quick, fast, and in a hurry, okay? So for me, I'm sorry. I love it for the experience. I love that it costs less to get you to where you need to go if you need to hop. And I know like there's a whole bunch of native New Yorkers like pay for a subway win, hop the thing and go. Like they hop the gate and then they out, okay? Or you know the bus card or the subway card costs like it's $2 a thing. Like you put your money on there and it's like $2 a swipe or something like that. So like that, the convenience of that, and like knowing that you're gonna get to where you need to go no matter what, great. But knowing that I still, once I get to where I need to go, what side of town I need to get on, I still have to walk 3 to 4 blocks down to find where I need to be 90% of the time, or I still have to walk to get to where I need to be. That I'm telling you, if I lived in New York, that would get on my nerves. Get on my nerves, because maybe I'm uber spoiled. Maybe uber spoiled me as somebody who was raised in Houston, okay? And I wasn't raised in like deep city Houston. I was raised in the burbs, like the Humble area. So if you ain't got a car, you're not going. If you ain't got a car, you're not going. Okay? That where I live at, that is how it is. If you don't have a car, you're not going. Even if you go to downtown, you might have some luck in downtown Houston, but even still, like in Texas, the public transportation ain't like that. It's not like prevalent like that. I guess at least not for me. Like I order Ubers when I don't have like access to a car. So the transportation is left little to be desired, okay? Maybe I'm just a spoiled brat. Like, if I still gotta walk 5 blocks, did you really take me to my destination? Did you really? Okay. But, okay. One of the things that I loved about New York is, once again, being the city that never sleeps. It is amazing. You can always, never boring. I don't care that we didn't spend a whole lot of time in actual places. We, like, literally, the fun was walking up and down the street because you saw everything. When we got done with Dave & Buster's, we like walked up and down the street, just having fun, talking, laughing, and we stopped to get like a 360, one of those 360 videos. There, like, literally, there was a guy running a 360 video booth in the middle of Times Square, just sitting there. And I was like, that is crazy. I was watching a girl like push a food cart, like trying to put her food cart. I don't know if it was hers or her parents, because she looked a little young, so she looked like a kid, like she was like pushing a cart for like her mom or her dad or something. So I'm like, literally every 5 steps there's a food truck, food cart. It don't matter if it's 10, it don't matter if it's 3 in the morning, okay? There is somebody selling food somewhere, okay? Somebody selling food somewhere. And there we had like these chicken kebabs that were so good, okay? I rate that chicken kebab. It got a little cold walking with it. And you know, I'm not a New Yorker, so I'm like, I know how to eat and walk, but still, like, the wind was blowing so bad that I'm like, like trying to eat and walk. And I think we had got it while I still had my suitcase in my hand. I still have my suitcase in my hand, so I'm like, I'm like trying to eat, pay attention to where we're walking, and like having my suitcase being dragged behind me. But the food itself was really good, even though it was like getting cold fast. So I give like the chicken kebab like maybe like a 10. No, I mean, let me not lie. I'll give it like a 7. A 7, because it was really good, and the mayo that they put on it was really good, but it was kind of cold, so that dropped it down to like a 7. And then I went to another food truck because we had been out for a while, so I went to another food truck, leaving Dave & Buster's or something, and it was like a chicken plate where like it was like wings and fries, and I was like, oh yeah, throw some cheese sauce on there. That I will give that maybe a 4, because the food was hot, but the food was hot, but the fries were not crispy at all. Not crispy at all. So hey, if you're a native New Yorker, tell me, what is the secret to getting the good stuff at the food trucks? Because that second meal, the chicken kebab, yes ma'am, I would get that again. That second meal with like chicken and fries, oh no. The fries were not cooked all the way through. Even though like the fries were like scalding hot, they were soggy. And not cheese sauce soggy, oil soggy, like you didn't let them get crispy in the hot oil, okay? Absolutely not. The chicken, soggy, absolutely not, okay? That was hot too, and it was soggy. And not only that, like the chicken looked like one of those like pre-made baggy chicken wings, like, you know, like the Tyson chicken wings where you like put them in the oven and like cook them, and it's like ready-made chicken wings type thing. That's what those look like and taste like. And I put up with it, but it wasn't really my top thing to enjoy. So there was that. But I do like the fact that we went to like a convenience store, and the convenience store had any and everything in it. There's like a pizza stand. The pizza, I did try pizza. And okay, the pizza was like maybe, what would I rate the pizza? The pizza maybe like a 8. Give it like a 7.5, 7.5, 8, because it was hot, it was crispy. But I am a native Chicagoan, okay? I may have been raised in Houston, but I'm not from Houston. I am a native Chicagoan, okay? Going from a place like Chicago, where they serve pizza, where they serve extra sauced pizza with Italian sausage on top, and then you go to New York and get a New York slice of pizza, and it got like this much sauce on it, and it just tastes like cheese bread. It was good now. It was good. It was good. It was very, very good. It was like one of those $1.25 like pizza things. It was very good. It's very good. But as the Chicago girl that I am, I have to say that I do like Chicago pizza better. Ooh, don't come for me. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I do like Chicago pizza better. Okay? Don't come for me. It is what it is. All right, now, okay. Things that I wish that I really, really, things that I want to go back to New York just so I can experience it again. I had a really, really, really good time in Times Square, so I kind of want to go out there and do, like, I want to go out there and have more time in Times Square just to go to, like, some shows, maybe the maybe the M&M store, and, like, all of the stuff that's there, and, like, all of the stuff that's there to do. I want to be able to go. I want to experience stuff like that, because I was only there for a weekend, so I didn't have like a lot of time to go and do stuff, but I had my fun. If I ever go back, I want to go see a Broadway show, or like go to the theater in New York, because that would be absolutely amazing. If I could get a spot like cheering and like watch, I don't know if they do GMA tours or whatever, or I don't know how that works, but if I could like get like go to a theater in New York, that'd be fun. Lady Toussaint's, I kind of want to go see that, and I feel like there's a couple of museums down there that I want to go see. So everything in me is telling me that was not the last time that I would go hang out in New York. And hopefully there's so many more times to come where I get to go back, because I want to experience all of it, okay? I am realizing, like, that trip made me realize how much I love city life. Like, but my best friend did have, like, she has it figured out to a T living down there, okay? And I would absolutely love to do something like that. She lives like in Long Island in the Soho area. Like, she lives near like Long Island and Soho. So that is where everything is chill, like the normal chill. Like, if you want to be able to be normal, or if you want to be able to walk through the street without running into 10,000 different people and like walking in between everybody and everything, and you want to calm down and slow down, you live out there. And then when you're done, and when you want to see the lights in the city, and you want to go and turn up, and you don't care, like you want to be in the middle of everything, it's a train ride. And I think it's like an hour train ride. We took like, yeah, it was like an hour train ride to Penn Station. Yeah, we went to Penn Station, and like that was like an hour train ride. So like you can chill out when you want to, And in an hour, you could go turn up and do what you want to do and be in everybody and be in the mix of everything. So the way she did that absolutely amazed me, because I'm like, I had an amazing time being in the middle of everything, but I also know that if I, being me, that there's only so long that I want to be in the middle of everything. Like, I want to be able to walk the streets and not have to say sorry 50 million times, because I'm like, oh my God, you're here, you're here, you're here. I'm squeezing through here. Okay, I don't like that. I loved it for my first time there. And like, I loved, like, just, I was in shock and just taking in all of the sights. So I enjoyed it then. But as the night went on, I'm like, okay, I'm so glad the night is slowing down, because I don't like being like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Okay, where are we going? That, New York, you gotta fix that just a little bit. Just a little bit, okay? I know you're the city that never sleeps, but dang, okay? Make the streets a little wider or something, because, child, every 2 minutes, like literally every 2 minutes, I'm out in wide open space, but I feel my claustrophobia-ing. I don't understand. Like, can y'all explain that to me? It's weird, because it's just like you're in the fresh air, but not. Okay, because the moment that you step sideways, you're stepping sideways into somebody else. It's just, it depends on what you like. Okay, so that is something that I would kind of, if I ever were to go to New York again, or if I ever were to like throw caution to the wind and say, yep, let me go to New York by myself. I love to be in the city when I want to be in the middle of everything, but have a place to go to when I want to get out of the middle and want to slow down just a little bit. So that is the part that I also enjoyed there. You know, all the extras and things. There's a whole lot that I still want to do. So yeah, if you are from New York, sound off in the comment section. Tell me, what is your spots that you love in New York? Tell me what I have. If I were to go back, what are some things that I missed out on? Like, what is something that I'm not understanding as a native New Yorker? Sound off in my comment section. If you're somebody that always wanted to go to New York, you can sound off in my comment section too. And tell me, what is it that you want to go down there and see? What is it that you are hoping would come of a visit to New York, right? So, yeah. If you are having a good time, if you want to know more about what happened with me in New York, you can, like I said, go ahead and go watch my vlog. If you want to maybe drop some new places that I should try and go to, or maybe I didn't try the right food spots or anything, drop them down in the comments, okay? These are my social medias. So go ahead and make sure you go and follow me there, and make sure you hit that like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the things, you know better, okay? So go ahead and go do that. All right. And on that note, we are going to cut this video right now. And I love you. Bye.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty.